Hey, are you alright up there? I've got you in the rafters today so that you can keep a good eagle eye on what I'm doing. Welcome to Tiny House and Off-Grid Resources, the channel where we rebuild, recycle, repair, instead of just hopping down to the shops and buying a new one. What I want to show you today is something that I made about 2.5 years ago because I do a lot of metal cutting. Metal blades are expensive. With this simple device, I can refurbish metal cutting blades time after time after time. So come and have a close look and I'll show you exactly how it works. So it's quite simple. Starting at the bottom, what we've got is a baseboard that holds all of the components in the correct positions. The first part is an angle grinder that's been bolted down at the back and the side here by the bolts that hold the side handle on an angle grinder. Okay, so that's bolted down using those, and it's on a block that allows me to rotate it about that point through a 15-degree angle, allowing me to change the angle of the blade here and how it intersects the teeth. The second part is a diamond cutting grinding wheel. This doesn't have a carborundum abrasive, it has industrial diamonds embedded into a cement. And these are designed for cutting glass and ceramic tiles, but they also will put a new face onto tungsten tipped carbide blades. The third part of the device is this trolley. The trolley slides backwards and forwards on rails, and you might think, crikey, where did he get those flash rails from? Well, all they are is draw slides. 250mm draw slides, dirt cheap, available in any hardware store, and they lock it very firmly and make it so that it runs beautifully. Now this is an adjustable stop. I also have odd other holes that I put it into for smaller diameter blades, and that stops this blade digging into the root of each tooth. It stops me just in time so that I get a nice wipe across each tungsten tip, but I don't go digging into the blade itself. And then what I've got here is the central post that the blades go over, and because the blades have a big variety of diameter cores, I've got the facility to be able to place shims in here, and that allows me to work on any diameter blade, and that locates it onto here so it can't move. So it's dead simple to use. The first thing I do is put a mark on the tooth that I'm going to start on so that I know when I've finished the whole wheel and I don't end up going around again. And then the next thing I do is put my earmuffs on, turn this thing on, and just give each tooth a tiny little lick. It doesn't take much at all to give them a fresh face. So, like a great number of my videos, it's not an in-depth how-to, it's just a what I did, and you might like to use this as inspiration for doing it yourself. Okay, so I know there's going to be people who just go, oh, you can't do that! Well, I do, and I do it because it saves me money. And quite often, adequate is enough.
Tungsten carbide chips really easily, so don't expect these things to last absolutely forever. But you can see how a quick lick across the face tidies things up. Just look at those other teeth. They look like muddy gumboots. And honestly, you start cutting steel with that and it's muddy gumboots walking through a swamp. It's just going to leave a big mess. Now I know that this device that I've created isn't perfect, but it saves me probably $1,000 or more each year. So for me, it's worth it.
So if you like this kind of thing, homemade tools and cutting corners, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do a video every week, sometimes even two.